there, it's Dusty Thunder with a Reddit story for you. This one is from AITA and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Not Letting My Wife Speak at Career Day? I'll be the first to say that my wife is the smartest person I know. She's been working in tech for 10 years, totally self-taught. Last year, she had a business idea and built and released her own app. She's a rock star. I'll admit that the app itself is a bit juvenile, and she's made less than $1,000 from it since launching a few months back. To be fair, she's a one-person team and did it with no funding. She has big plans for this app and has this huge business idea behind it, but keeps insisting the app in its current state is just to gain users and demonstrate traction to investors down the road. The problem is that she would need millions and millions of dollars in funding, plus giant teams and resources to accomplish what she wants to do. It's all just an idea as of now, and it's far-fetched. All this to say that my son invited her to speak at his career day and talk about her business. I can tell this is one of the best moments she's had in a long time. She's his stepmom, and she is over the moon happy about this. She let him help with the app last summer, and he thinks it's the coolest thing ever, but he's too young to grasp that it's mostly still just a fun idea. I am uncomfortable with her publicly sharing the details of this fictional business she wants to create. I would hate to have other parents be misled into thinking it's real, only to go to her website and discover it's just this one questionably built app and the rest is still just an idea. It's not a good look. Popping a red flag on that one. It's not a good look. I told her she can go to career day if she wants to talk about her 9-to-5 career in tech, but anything related to the business idea is off limits. Red flag on that one too. She's pissed, keeps insisting she is a business owner because she has a functional app, users, and has made money. I get it, but it's the equivalent of a lemonade stand. I don't want this circulating publicly. Am I the astronaut? Oh boy. Well, it's worse than I thought, unfortunately. It's because it all comes down to what other people think. It comes down to what other people are going to think of him, apparently, because she would be going and speaking at career day in front of other kids who have other parents that he knows, and it's his kid biologically, so he's embarrassed. OP, you're climbing up to 1 here, so it's not so much. This is what a terrible thing she must be feeling right now. To hear that this is off limits because it's the equivalent of a lemonade stand and he's calling it fictional and he's calling it all these things. Some of the biggest businesses in the world right now started just like this and then blew up into something much, much, much bigger. So because this thing is in infancy, it's irrelevant to him. Talk about having a partner who doesn't support your hopes and dreams at all. There's different than not supporting something and shitting on it, and he is actively shitting on it. Maybe not prior to this moment, but at this moment, it becomes very clear to her and us that he is just actively shitting on it because he's embarrassed of it. Tell me, OP, at what point would you not be embarrassed for her to talk about this? Is it when it's made millions and millions of dollars, or once it's made $10K, when she has an employee or 100? At what point is it okay to talk about this? And guess what? That's right, I said it. Kids today need to hear something to give them a spark of hope when it comes to the entrepreneurial spirit. Instead of just going through the system and being another cog in the machine and working for the man somewhere in some kind of big business, to hear that, oh shit, you can actually have ideas and pursue them. And yeah, it's not an easy road. No one expects it to be. But to hear from someone who had an idea and actually did something to make it happen, even though they're in the infancy of that process, would be huge. I would love for my kids to hear from that person who was like, yeah, I have this awesome idea. Here's where it's at right now. And here's the vision I have for it. I don't care where you are in that process. The fact that you had the balls to go against the status quo and to act on your dreams and to actually start building it and doing it yourself is amazing. The fact that she had the passion and took the time to do this is the impressive part, OP. It's not the amount of money that it's made. It's not the amount of people that work for her. It is not how popular it is. It is that she did something about it. Something that I'm guessing is not in the cards for you, OP, because you are so worried about what other people think. I hope you pull your head out of your ass and realize what a mistake that you've made here and wholeheartedly apologize and turn your view of this thing around and stop giving a shit what the parents of the other kids are gonna think. If they think anything other than good for her, she's chasing her dreams, it doesn't matter what they think. But the fact that you are already one of the naysayers that you think these other parents are going to be, she's already got you as the biggest naysayer. So what does it matter if some other parents learn about it and they think it's a shitty idea too? Their opinions don't matter, yours do. And here you are shitting on it. I can tell you right now, out of all the crazy ideas that we've had, if I had a partner who actively shit on the ideas that I had, I don't know that I could stay with that person. I don't know. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What do you think of that story, huh?
I can't imagine caring so much what other people think of our family that I would do harm to our family because of that. And that's what he did. He cared so much that it might be embarrassing or whatever he said, that he's willing to put his wife down, call her business that she created a lemonade stand, which is childlike. I just can't imagine doing that to somebody that I supposedly love. He permanently damaged his relationship by telling her this. And he permanently made her look smaller in his son's eyes because of what he did. Because he's going to have to give his son a reason why she can't go. And
well, she can go talk about her 9 to 5.
This sounds like the kind of guy that would tell his son why that she shouldn't be there. And that's going to make the son see I think it's stepmom, right?
Yeah.
See his stepmom the way that apparently his dad sees his stepmom. And I think that's the saddest part for me. And
not just how he sees the stepmom, but how he sees someone who took a leap and pursued something that was out of the norm. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the most damaging thing for me. Yes, their relationship and how he views her. I'm hoping that the son empathizes with
right.
the stepmom more than anything. But my biggest fear here is that now son is going to be like, oh shit, if I ever try to pursue my dreams, my dad's going to think it's embarrassing.
Right. Just because something is small doesn't mean that you didn't put your heart and soul into it. Our business has had ups and downs where it was excelling and doing so well. And it's had parts where it was we're doing all we can just to make payroll. And I think that if I ever told you it wasn't good enough or called it a lemonade stand, that would be so hurtful for the amount of effort and stuff that you put into this business to make it run. And that's both sides of the business. If he had, look at it this way. If you had taken the idea that Ava and I came up with for this channel and told me that it was stupid and it wasn't worth anything and it was a lemonade stand, there would be no channel. There would be no Dusty Thunder. But instead of telling me that my idea was stupid, you agreed to play along and helped us you made it what it is. So the son helped her with this thing last summer. So I didn't even hear that part. It's even worse because that is worse. If he finds out that the dad thinks this whole thing is stupid and worthless, he's going to take that directly to himself as well. So right. Good job, Dad. So you not only made your wife feel like she's worthless, you made your son feel like that too. The fact that the son was so excited to bring this to his class because it's something that he was a part of. Yeah. Grow up, dude. You can't care so much what people think about you that it gets in the way of living your life, because then you're not living your life. You're living other people's lives. You're living expectations of what other people should do. And that is no way to live.